Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait.
Texas. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And his pass, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
It's complete to Drake. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Murray has the 1st down and more. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Cowboys.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Come on,
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. It's a gain of 8.
On second down now. It's Drake
At the 40-yard line.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
On the tackle.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Fitzgerald on the slant.
Murray's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
What's up, man?
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
That one complete to Elliott. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this is incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Past the 20, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Cowboys offense going to work, coming off a disappointing 2019 season, 8-8. Final record, no playoff berth, and no shortage of off-season storylines either, starting with Jason Garrett out and Mike McCarthy in.
Yeah, that was one way to eliminate the gloom of everything you talked about, how they finished the season with a chance to go to the playoffs and don't get in. But when you change your head coach, it brings in that optimism. Now remember, this is a franchise gone 24 years since their last NFC Championship game appearance. So Mike McCarthy understands his mission, and it's to win championships, and he won a Super Bowl in Green Bay.
And Charles, there's certain franchises where it's get to the playoffs, win big or bust. And you mentioned that number with Dallas, how long it's been, but this still feels like it's that franchise, right? They need to win or their fans aren't satisfied.
Their fans aren't satisfied. People around the league expect them to contend for a Super Bowl each and every year. The big thing for them now, Dak Prescott, he got signed on the franchise tag, so he'll be their quarterback. But will the defense rise up? Because remember, they lost Robert Quinn, Byron Jones, Gerald McCoy went down in training camp.
So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off?
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Alden Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Cardinals 14. Cowboys 7.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
To number 13,
Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Elliott, the ball carrier. Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
On 2nd down at 4. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
36-yard
line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
A loss of a yard.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Cowboys.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one through the uprights and good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Greg Zuerlein to kick
So
off
they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cardinals getting set to go here. You know, a lot of folks this time of the year, Charles, they like to look around the NFL landscape, try to identify that sleeper team that's ready to make that next step. And there's a lot of people who are landing on the Arizona Cardinals to be in that conversation.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're the sleeper team anymore. To me, they are woke, right? Everybody's talking about them. So they've got to go out and play it out level now, and they have a chance because I thought they got better last year. I didn't care what the record was, but the rookie Kyler Murray at quarterback, he spent this entire offseason reshaping his body and getting better. He's going to throw to DeAndre Hopkins, who they acquired from Houston. Larry Fitzgerald, the old pro who's still around. And Kenyon Drake, when they acquired him last year from Miami, boy, did he run the football well. But if they're going to really, truly contend in the NFC West, they've got to get better on defense. That means they've got to complement what Chandler Jones brings off the edge. And they started by drafting Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson.
And Buda Baker on that defense, now the highest. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
DeAndre Hopkins.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
24.
These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Boys take over 1st and 10.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No good on the fake extra point.
And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Arizona.
First down, Murray. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Cowboys 23. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would get
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 82 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
This is caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for two is going to come up empty.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Aldon Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Tyrone Crawford, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks.
Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
That's a safety.
So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 71 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Aldon Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. He finds some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what?
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Dante Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Saints 1st down.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
New Orleans.
And some room to maneuver. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. 1st and goal at the 1.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Demario Davis.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 62 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Man, that ain't make no.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Go. Ready. Yellow lady. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 40 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Well, the Buccaneer offense heading out, and I guess you'd say, Charles, for them, well, not much going on in Tampa Bay in the offseason, just quietly going under the radar, but not really. I mean, Tom Brady, the story of the offseason, trying to turn around a franchise coming off a 7-9 finish. And now look at him go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Breeze.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
But you can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
36-yard line.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media.
On the draw, this is Fournette, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Flush to his right. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Now Brady. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Number 41.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
12. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get...
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
4-yard line.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The 4-yard pickup, that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. On third and long, it's Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Their own 15-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey,
Brady now on first down. He finds McCoy. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First down,
Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's 2nd and 8.
Check, 46.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
4 down. Check.
They'll go with a big bang Fournette, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Brady on target there to Godwin, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down.
And he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down and goal. Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's Breeze getting it into the hands of Traquan Smith. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And 9 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
No, off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Intended for LaShawn McCoy. Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Now, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
He was brought down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now.